Resting down on your yoga mat. Maybe stretching the arms long if that feels good, opening into the shoulders. And then let's just take a walk over to our right side, dropping the head back down. So stretching down that left side, finding that long breath as you inhale and exhale. Coming back up, let's take that walk over to our opposite side, dropping the head back down, feeling that lovely release down the right. Coming back to centre, let's stretch the arms long. 2 more breaths here, all the way in through the nose, out through the mouth. And 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Let's come up onto our knees, into that table. And then we tuck our toes, we're heading straight into down dog, pushing back into those heels. Maybe we're taking that pedal, that feels good, pushing toes into the mat. Take that inhale, and as you take that exhale, just drop the hips down to your mat. And then let's come back into that down dog. Let's do that 1 more, just drop the hips down, stay in hands where they are, relax the shoulders, up dog, and then into that down dog position. Let's take a slow walk to the top of our mat, bring our feet together once there, fold over both legs, and then we're going to bring our left hand onto our outer edge, right ankle, and send that right arm long. So we're taking a twist through our spine. Always want to make sure our spine is warm. We reverse that. We take our right hand onto our left ankle and that left arm long. Turning towards that left shoulder. We drop back down to our mat. Let's roll it all of the way up. Stretching long and then bringing your hands to your heart. So just allowing yourself this 30 minutes out of your day today for you. So try and let those thoughts go. I know you've probably got busy days ahead. Just let it all go for now and focus on your body. Focus on your mind. Focus on your own energy. Let's take an inhale, reach it up. And then as you exhale, fold down. Take a nice long spine here, pushing that spine to the ceiling. And let's step back with that right foot. We're going to drop our knee down here, coming into our low lunge, reaching the arms up. Let's bring our hands back to our heart and take a twist over that left knee. We can stay just where we are, or we untuck those toes and push long on that right leg. Framing that left foot, let's step it back to our plank pose and slowly, slowly lower down to your mat, bending your elbows tight to your body. Let's roll into our cobra pose and then come straight back into our down dog, pushing back to those heels. Squeeze your right leg back, ready to step it forward into a high lunge this time, bringing up the arms, bending into that front leg. Bringing your hands back to your heart center, take a twist over your right knee. You can always drop your back knee down. Framing that right foot, let's step it back into our forward fold. Rolling all of the way up, palms come back together to that heart center. Maybe it's a lovely time to repeat your affirmation, something you're working on. As we inhale, we bring the arms up. As we exhale, we fold down. That nice long spine. We're going to step back with that left leg, drop that knee down with low lunge, right knee forward. We send our hands to our heart, we take that twist over the right knee. Remember, we can stay just where we are, or we can push into that leg, stretching long. Ready to frame that right foot with plank pose. We take that lower down to our mat. We breathe to cobra, peeling away from your mat. And we exhale into down dog. Push back into those heels. Let's take one more breath. We're going to squeeze that left leg back. Step it forward, top of the mat. High lunge this side, left side, long arms. Pushing back into that right heel. Bring your hands back to your heart, ready to take that twist to that left side. Framing that left foot, let's step that right foot back in and fold. Inhale, rise all of the way up. Exhale, heart center. We're going to take a big step here, wide legs. Let's inhale, bring the arms up. Let's exhale, fold over those legs, hands under your shoulders. We're going to send our left hand to our right ankle and take that twist again, right arm long. Coming back down, let's take our right hand, left ankle, stretch that left arm long. Folding back down, hands under those shoulders, dropping the head closer to your mat. Feeling the weight in the toes, and then playing away with the balance, feeling the weight a bit more in the heels. When you come forward, you feel that more in the front of the leg. When you dip further into the heels, you feel that stretch in the back of the leg, right up to the glutes. Let's take one more breath. As we inhale, we straighten the arms, and then we slowly, slowly peel back up. Let's bend that right knee. Come into your strong warrior two, gazing to the right hand. We're going to reach towards us. We're going to turn our palm and reverse our warrior. Stretching down that side body. Head back into your warrior two. This time we're going to reach left arm but not touch our leg with the right. Hold here. And now reverse moving. Reversing, flowing forwards, reversing backwards. Try not to touch those legs, just using your core area, that power of the legs themselves. Let's do one more. This time, bring your hands onto the inside edge of that right foot. Swivel onto the back leg. Toes down. Let's reverse, right hand long. Frame that right foot. Step it back to your plank. Take that slow lower down. That rise to your cobra. And that exhale into your down dog. Pushing back into those heels. Let's walk, step, jump to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, rise all of the way up. Exhaling to the heart. Taking that big step again with the legs. This time it's the left foot that's going out. We're bending into that left knee. We've got warrior two, left side. Getting ready to reach forward, flip that palm and reverse your warrior. Open into that side body. We're then flowing, reaching with that right hand, reaching with that left. Keep that movement graceful, there's no rushing. Opening each side, not touching the legs, using the core. Let's take one more each side. Getting ready to drop both hands inside edge of that left foot. Swing back onto those right toes, pushing back into that right heel. Stepping it to plank pose. Holding here. Away from your mat. We're going to drop our left knee down. We're going to open and reach back with that right hand. So plant your right foot down, stretching back, stretching long. We then come back down, back into plank. We drop our right knee down. We open, we plant our left and we stretch back like you're opening into your chest. We come back into our plank. We slowly, slowly lower down to our mat. We roll into our cobra. And let's exhale to child's pose. Sit back to those heels. Keeping the hands exactly where they are, start to come up, bend at your elbows, lower yourself to your mat and push yourself back up. So sometimes known as a yogi push-up, dropping down, pushing back up. Let's do a few more. Really warming up the body on this cold morning. We're going to do 2 more. We've got 1 more. Coming all the way up and back into your down dog. Send those arms long, legs long. Take that inhale and maybe that sigh out of the mouth. Let it all go. We're going to step as wide as our mat, coming down into a squat, peeling away the arms, holding here for a moment, dropping that tailbone down. We're going to release down to our mat, sitting down on our glutes, send the legs long, make sure you're sitting evenly. Let's inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale, fold it forwards, reaching towards those toes. Crown of the head is reaching long. Inhaling all the way into the belly. Slow exhale out. Take 2 more breaths here. One more. Bringing the body back up. We're going to come back on our hands. We're going to point our toes, push up into our upward plank, squeezing the shoulders back, holding here. Feeling that breath coming into the chest, the abdomen, pushing up a little more for 5, for 4, pointing those toes for 3, 2, and 1. Lower it back down. Take a bend into your legs. We're going to keep the hands exactly where they are. We're going to draw in our knees and then we're going to send our body long. So you inhale, squeezing the knees in, and you exhale, send everything long. Inhale it in. You can do it without your hands touching your mat. You want to challenge yourself further. Exhaling long, inhaling in. Let's keep going. This is firing up our core, our solar plexus, that power center. We've got 5, You're probably hoping I said 2. We've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Well done. Plant those feet back down. Send your left leg long. Your right foot is on your inner leg, or if you want it further, it can be on top of your thigh. Turn. So 2 options, either up here or inner leg. If you have any knee issues, it feels quite good to grab your yoga block and put it in that knee. Just takes that pressure off. Let's inhale, reach it up. Exhale, we fold it down. Going all the way down to that leg, using your breath. There's no rush. We don't have to have our chest on our thigh. We can grab our yoga belt. Just taking our time. Two more breaths. Rolling back up, bring those legs back together. Coming back onto those hands, pointing the toes. We can stay just here, or we're pushing back into that plank pose, holding away from your mat. Pushing up a little higher. 2 more breaths. And last one. As you exhale, you take that lower back down, keeping the hands where they are. We're doing this again, bending those legs, drawing those knees in towards the chest. And then we exhale everything long. We pull everything in your own time, using the breath. Nice strong cores we're going to have after this class this morning. Which also strengthens our back. It's important to keep that core strong. And if you practice yoga regularly, like you all do, you have a strong core even when you don't feel it. We've got 5. We've got 4. Hopefully feeling warmer. 3 and 2. And last one. Pull it in. Drop those feet. Just give yourself a little hug here. Ready for the other side. So it's our right leg that's long. That left foot is in. We're inhaling all of the way up. And then exhaling, folding forwards. Maybe using our belt if we need it. Making that movement come from your lower back as you fold down. So see if you can send your gaze slightly towards your toes. So we're not looking down towards the thigh, we're just looking towards the toes as we lengthen into the spine. Two more breaths. And one more. Rolling all of the way up. We're going to bring soles of the feet together and we're going to hold on to our big toes. Are you ready for this one? We're going to send one leg out and maybe 2 legs out and find our balance. So in kids yoga, we're flying like butterflies in this pose. So if you want, you can fly like a butterfly, legs wide, holding on to those toes. And then draw the soles of the feet together, bring them close to you. So shuffle those feet in, wrap your fingers around your toes. Let's drop the elbows down and lower the gaze and the chin. And in the upper body, just feel heavy. Feeling that into the groin and the hips. And let's take 2 more breaths here. Rolling slowly back up. Send your right leg out, keep your left leg in, plant that left hand back. Let's push back up, stretch back with that right arm. Send it long. Dropping back down, bring that right foot in, that left foot out, changing sides. Right arm back, push long, stretching back. Coming back down. Come round onto your knees. We've got one more fire core exercise. Plant those hands down, step it back to plank, or you can be on your elbows if you want to. And we're going to draw in alternate knees. So you're sending your left knee to your right wrist, you're sending your right knee to your left wrist. Just keep going. Squeezing in as we did seated. And we will finish with some lovely twists of the spine. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees down, sit back to your heels, take that stretch in child's pose. Last time here. Rolling all of the way back up. You're going to come down onto your back and just have your yoga block if you have it to hand. So lying all of the way down. Planting those feet down on your mat. Pushing up into a slow bridge and then bringing your block under your lower back. Top of the glutes, under the lower back. As flat as you can take your block. Once you're there, just send your legs long on your yoga mat. Nice and long, and do the same for the arms, reaching the arms behind you. So a lovely full body stretch. Letting everything go, maybe that heart rate slowing back down. From here, bring your arms down and just draw in your right knee. You should then feel that more in that left hip. So drawing in that right knee. Should feel nice. Keeping that left foot on the floor. And then let go of that right leg and let's squeeze in our left. Moving that stretch over into that right hip. Keeping your shoulders relaxed, make sure you're not tightening the jaw. And then releasing that left side, taking that bend back into both legs. Let's push up into our bridge, holding our bridge for a moment and sliding that block away, arms alongside you. And then start to lower the spine all the way down to your mat. Drawing the knees together, crossing the right leg over the left, and then just picking up the glutes and shifting a little to your right side, cactusing the arms, and then dropping the knees over to the left. And if that feels too much, just uncross your legs. Let's breathe down that spine. Softening the fingers and the palms of the hands. Maybe closing the eyes here. And then coming back to center. Drawing the knees back together on your mat, crossing the left over the right. Picking up the glutes, shifting a little to the left and letting the knees fall to the right. Arms stay where they are. And then coming back to center, just finding Shavasana for the last minutes of your practice. Closing the eyes, letting the body just take rest. Absorbing your practice, how you feel now from the start. Is there a shift of energy? And then when you're ready, draw both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rolling over to one side. You very slowly come back up. We're going to take our arms wide, and then we're going to wrap our arms around ourselves and give ourselves a big hug, because we are amazing. Squeezing ourselves tight. And then bringing your hands to your heart, and let's bow to Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you.